Happy new season.
Hey,
We've got big news.
Autumn.
We've got really big news, Hugh.
You tell it. Go on.
You tell it. You tell it.
Come on.
We've got a new headline sponsor.
Brrr.
Oh, we're doing a drum roll. Yeah, that's it. Welcome, Ben Hope from Bauer Media Outdoor, who are our new headline sponsor for the show.
Yay.
And getting involved in the podcast for the next little while, which is brilliant. So, Ben, welcome to the show.
Hello.
This is kind of a pre-show bit we're going to do before our first episode of the new season. So everyone gets to hear from you and all about Bauer Media Outdoor. So yeah, welcome. Talk to everyone about Bauer Media Outdoor. How some people may not have heard of Bauer Media Outdoor or may not have seen the news.
Yeah. So possibly quite a lot of your listeners, long-time listeners, might understand us as Clear Channel, but back in April we were bought, so we were up for sale for a little while, but we found the perfect new owners in Bauer Media Group who have bought us, and we've rebranded over the past 6 months to Bauer Media Outdoor. So yeah, really exciting time for the business. Lots of positive investment going to be coming inwards. Yeah, we're really excited. So just working with our new colleagues over at Bauer Media Group, but still obviously very, very keen to champion great creativity on outdoor, hence us leading right into this conversation.
This is brilliant. Yeah. How much has changed since April then? Because you were doing lots of stuff on creativity before. I assume that's ramping up even more now.
Absolutely, yeah. So, I mean, the last 6 months have been really about the rebrand. So really getting to know our new colleagues, making sure that we understand what the business looks like. But this is just great news for outdoor in general, right? So there's going to be a lot of inward investment. We're going to be making sure that we're doing all the right things. So it's great for billboards and the digitization that we're seeing across the industry first and foremost, which is obviously brilliant for creativity, the innovation that comes alongside that. But it's great for places and people as well. So that investment leads to new innovative products, street furniture that go in the ground, great opportunities for advertisers to get that creativity on the streets where people are out and about. So yeah, really exciting times.
We're also introducing a new segment with you that I think we're going to our listeners will hear from you later. That new segment being about your powerful posters. Can you tell us about powerful posters? Oh, we need a jingle.
Powerful posters. A full new jingle. I love it.
We have to think about that now.
Maybe we could get like...
we were just talking about my dad doing karaoke.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, I'll get him to record something.
Send us a voice note.
This is some sort of...
Ben Hope on the powerful posters.
There you go. Adam Buxton, eat your heart out.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, powerful posters is a content series that we've run for a significant number of years now. It was one of my career highlights, actually. Over in the Dragon's Den studios, pulled a few of the heavy hitters from creativity.
I remember that.
Brilliant day. And yeah, that kind of kickstarted the Powerful Posters series, and we've created loads of content on the back of that, ultimately just to try and educate advertisers on the nuances of out of home, what works, what doesn't. And we always talk about ourselves as not a creative agency, but we're experts in outdoor, so specialists within the outdoor space. So we're not trying to do a creative agency's job. We just want to make sure that advertisers and particularly creatives get the best out of the channel. So understanding the nuances of the channel, we came up with a little framework, which is a 4S framework: simple, striking, succinct and sensible, which we think if you answer those questions on a poster, you will always get the best work. And obviously a lot of the guests that you've had on over the years have had something similar in terms of how they think about creativity on outdoor. So I was listening to Hermeti's episode just recently, and I absolutely loved what he said about distinctive brand assets, about it being big brand flex. Absolutely loved the terminology that was used. And Hugh, you were talking about you can only do that with decades of investment in your brand and understanding the power of advertising. And ultimately, that's exactly what that content series is about, just educating creatives even who might think they know the channel, but just getting them to know the channel a little bit better, basically.
That's good. The new segment we're going to have is we're going to hear from you and from some of your colleagues on either the latest and greatest powerful posters or going back through the back catalogues to talk about a powerful poster as a voice note into us each week.
Yeah.
Which we're really looking forward to hearing from other people, not just from me and him.
We're really excited about it. There isn't a day goes by. I mean, if you look down my camera roll, I reckon it's about 90% posters and then 10% of my dog. So sometimes
Make sure you
those
send
two
us the
things
right
are combined.
Make sure you send us the right picture, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Quite often my dog's sat in a bus shelter looking at the poster.
Double bubble.
Exactly. But really looking forward to bringing that out. And I know a lot of my colleagues are excited about sending those voice notes in. We've already got a little WhatsApp popping off about who's going to be next. So,
that's good.
Yeah, very exciting.
Great. And then the other thing that we've got in the not too distant future is the Outdoor Media Awards as well, which will be the first one as Bauer Media Outdoor, I assume.
Correct, yeah. So it's actually the 20th year as well, which is really exciting. So we've been speaking about creativity for literally decades now in outdoor. So yeah, really, really great just to see the brilliant work that pushes the boundaries when you don't think you can kind of go anywhere else with an industry, as you see every episode on your show, just how people think about it and how creatives think about getting that work across on the posters is just brilliant. Yeah, and the Outdoor Media Awards is a celebration of that every single June. Obviously, I would say this, but definitely the best awards there is for the outdoor industry. And all we want to do that for is to champion brilliant planning work, the brilliant people within the industry and the brilliant work that goes on. But there is a whole track within the Outdoor Media Awards specifically about creativity.
And so as soon as we're in the run up to that, obviously when the entries open, we'll be trailing that as well, because I think it's really important that our community, the creative community, gets involved in submitting this stuff. It doesn't cost thousands of pounds worth of marketing money to enter that award, does it?
It does not. The awards are free to enter, unlike most others. We do this for the love of the medium, not to spend money or not to make any money on it. We do it because we just love creativity on outdoor.
Good. Yeah. I hope we can help get our community involved in that as well.
Excellent. Yeah. Exactly why we want to be part of this conversation.
Maybe we can enter some of our in-house posters that we do from behind the billboard in a really sort of dodgy.
You just want to win awards, don't you? Just all over it.
Hugh, the true creative there, just wants that award. Wants the Outdoor Media Award on the shelf.
Just get me on stage.
An award for our podcast, please.
We might win the best outdoor related podcast.
Potentially you could enter yourself into the Barn Media Group Podcast Awards.
We're probably we'll come second our own category.
No, being serious, it's great to have you guys on board. We're really excited about what the immediate future holds with the investment that you guys are making into the podcast and where we can take it, and all the lovely people that we'll be able to speak to on the back of the investment that you're making. So thank you very much. We're really excited.
Yeah, of course. Just to echo the sentiment, where we couldn't be more psyched to be working with you guys either. Obviously, I've always had the dream of seeing long-time listener, first-time caller. So there we go.
You can say that as soon as you enter that your first powerful poster voice note, you can absolutely say that.
100%. Yeah, there you go. Expect that in your inbox over the course of the next week.
Thanks very much, Ben.
Thank you, Ben.
Fantastic.
Hello, mate.
Happy birthday again.
Thank you, my friend.
For anyone who doesn't know,
21.
Hugh has just celebrated a milestone birthday. You can all guess which one.
Let's move on quickly.
And we went to celebrate last week.
Yeah, you bought me a very nice lunch and I had a walk in the forest.
It was just a pleasure the whole day.
Yeah, it's weird when you took me into that sort of concrete bunker. It was great.
But, I mean, more good news follows. So, we've just announced, obviously, our new headline sponsor in Bauer Media.
It's really exciting. I mean, I can't tell you how many sort of things are going through my brain thinking about what we can do now.
We've got so much that, it does help keep us on air. It helps pay the bills. It's just a great thing. And they're such a great partner to have. There are lots of things to come as part of our our ongoing sponsorship with them. It's just a great opportunity. So we're really grateful for the team at Bauer for getting in touch and wanting to be part of our
well
journey.
done you for being a hunter gatherer.
That's good.
You are. I'm very, very impressed with your skills.
So we're not going to dwell on football because we're
oh God,
both had bad weekends.
No, but mine is worse.
Mine's worse. No, mine's worse.
I was trying to say to him, actually, I had a couple of friends, a couple of gooners in my kitchen last night.
Oh,
sorry about that. But I was saying I've supported them. I'm obviously not from Manchester, but I've been with them since 10. when they went down, Tommy Docherty, all that.
Oh,
and
you'll
they
have
were
that again next year, so...
Yeah. So,
interesting.
and on the way here, I was speaking to Janie Brooke-Taylor, another United fan, and we both said we could do a better job.
Yeah.
Amarim,
out.
out. But you know what? You boys are doing quite well.
Yeah.
Near the top.
Crappy result on the weekend. But
I think you'll be all right. If you just hang in there, thereabouts.
Anyway, let's talk about BTB. One of the new features that we've got in our as part of our sponsorship with Bauer is trying to promote they've done a really great job over the years with their Powerful Posters campaign.
Right.
So we're going to hear from someone at Bauer right now about one of the powerful posters that they love.
Dan, Hugh, great to see you this morning. Just sending in my first powerful poster of the week, as we discussed, and I thought for this first edition it needed to be something pretty special. I was really lucky to get a ticket earlier this year for Oasis at Wembley, and on my way there I saw a perfect advert by Carling, a really striking image that's obviously going to grab the attention of the people on the way. Really iconic, hands interlocked behind the back, a really close-up image of a guy wearing a green parka jacket, and the hands are holding a can of Carling, really big on the poster, and then some super simple, succinct copywriting with just 4 words that read, iconic, some might say. Truly tapping into that cultural moment, but just a brilliant, brilliant advert. That's a powerful poster.
That was great, wasn't it?
Brilliant, yeah.
Yeah, that's
a nice new feature, isn't it? And
really good.
Here, it's great for people to hear from not just me and Hugh.
Oh, yeah, do you imagine? Could people be getting tired? Yeah, that's not bad, actually.
I like that.
Not from our horses' mouths.
From the horse's mouth, it's great.
So,
it's great. From
not saying that you look like a horse or anything.
No, it's just great. It's great to hear that Powerful Posters campaign. We've loved it from the start, and we talked to Ben about it, didn't we, a long time ago on Copy Safari and stuff. So
I think also
it's good that Bauer are keeping that going and to really help promote the medium and the creative opportunity with Powerful Posters.
And I think they can be current posters, but they could be ones that people love from a year or two ago. Whenever, it's just that kind of what makes it so powerful.
Yeah,
and it's just really going to be a great feature.
Anyway, today we have
SimKat. I think, is it our first ever guest who are a portmanteau?
Portmanteau.
Do you know what a portmanteau is?
Yes.
Is it a type of boat?
Where you push 2 things together?
Yes, so a very up-to-date version would be Brangelina. That would be quite good, wouldn't it? That would be quite up-to-date, wouldn't it, Dan?
What, as in 25 years ago?
Benefer.
Benefer, again, maybe 25 years ago.
What about Danny Hugh? Hewden. Right, let's move on. So it's
SimKat,
Sim and Katy from BBH. Really great.
We've been loving
team.
it. I mean, they've been busy, haven't they?
Yeah, really busy. Got loads of great Audi
They
work.
slide into our DMs every now and again and say, have you seen this great work? And it's obviously theirs, and it's incredible. So, they are.
And their latest thing they've just done on Monzo is really interesting. I think it's a bookshop. So,
did I sound really young when I said slide into our DMs?
Mate, you're the youth. You're the youth. I'm just a tiny bit older than you. So, we're looking forward to them. And
Papa Hugh, I heard your nickname is at one of the agencies that you work for.
Papa
Hugh.
Yeah, that's the Neverland gang. So, we're looking forward to seeing them. They should be along very shortly.
Let's go get them.
Yeah, go get them. Sidhu and Katy David, one of BBH's most brilliant and prolific young teams. Welcome to Behind the Billboard.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on. So we know you're super busy and super prolific. Loads of stuff coming out all the time. So we love that. So thank you for coming. But it is only 2 minutes back to the office if Felipe does the secret message.
You get a text message under the table. Yeah. Get back to work.
It's entirely possible.
Yeah, I can imagine. So before we get into it, we're going to do some Sim and Katy facts, or rather SimKat facts.
SimKat facts.
SimKat facts.
Nice.
So SimKat, I looked this up last night, is a portmanteau. Is that right?
What's a posh word?
Yeah, I know. I
don't think I know what it is.
I thought it'd be an acronym, but it's when you put like
yes.
Brangelina.
Yes.
Yes.
So anyway, that's portmanteau. So
Is that where you went? Brangelina? That you show your age.
Benefer? Oh, okay.
Again,
Brangelina is fun.
Come on, then, give me another one.
She is my wife,
Yeah.
but hopefully without the divorce.
Yeah, let's set Steve on track. So, Sim and Katy, or should we call you Sim and Katy rather than SimKat?
Yes.
That might, yeah, okay. Sim and Katy got their first break in advertising at the BBH Barn.
Yeah.
Here we are. Sorry. Where they were taught the ways of the business. So that sounds like a guru thing, but it's Tony Cullingham, much missed. Yeah. And you once, I think this is correct, held a garden party.
Oh my God.
Outside number 10 Downing Street as a response to a brief from Tony, which is get famous, which is so Tony, just like really mean, hard thing to do. Get famous.
It was get famous by Friday.
Yeah. So
Oh, that's
we
even
moved on
worse.
Monday.
Yeah.
It was actually when we were doing our agency tour, but it was during COVID. So agency tour was via Zoom. While we were sitting in the barn room, and it was a lovely team who were at, I think they were at the Anne Partnership at the time. They're now at Mother, called Ali and Paloma,
Ex Watford as well.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it was their brief.
Really?
Yeah, and because Tony, he got teams at different agencies to give us briefs for the week, and we'd have a review at the end of the week.
And he had tortured them with that brief. So
But I'll tell you what's interesting about it. So just going off.
Tortured.
Yeah. It's like I remember being at BBH when Gwyn Jones was head of account management, and he said we should always be looking at what makes the news at 10. And I now know, people say it's sticky and all that shit now, but it's the same thing, isn't it? You've got to get something out there. So I think that's a great brief. And then you got national headlines with it. You got two TV shows, brilliant. And then 2022, Sim and Katy graduated with flying colours from the barn and made the short journey down the corridor to become a fully fledged BBH team. And you've been smashing it ever since. Creative Circle Awards, winning for a mix of clients. You're British Airways, one of their best creative teams. And the last bit is Sim was an architect for 6 years, right?
You have gone on a deep dive, haven't you?
And so
You should be worried about your socials because he's been in there.
Yeah. So I've got some mates who are architects, and I can tell you you've done the right decision. Because my mate Chris always goes, "Oh, he looks like much more fun in advertising." And I go, "Well, it sort of is really."
It is.
So you just made a decision like, I don't want to
Yeah.
do
you made
anything.
it, because there was, you made it like a few years before you went on Barn, didn't you?
It was the year before Barn. But I was lucky enough to have someone who I studied with. She'd moved into the design side of advertising.
Right.
And she looked like she was posting some really cool stuff. And I was like, you're doing stuff that's creative, but I can't identify what it is, and it's not buildings.
Yeah.
That looks fun, let's go, yeah.
And she sort of like diverted me into...
They're good though. They kind of disciplines that feed each other, don't they? Right?
Yeah.
And Katy, are you a footballer? Were you a footballer? Are you an amateur footballer? And why are you here if you're a footballer?
Well, before the Barn, I was actually in account management.
Oh, as well, yes.
Yeah, so I
remember
kind
that,
of
yeah.
like...
Right,
I didn't want to do that anymore, so I got a bit restless. But yeah, no, I was part of a football team, and
right.
I still play casually.
good.
What
Very
football
good.
team were you? Were you kind of at the semi-professional, professional end, or
Very much amateur. I was part of Edgware and Kingsbury FC.
Oh, is that where you're
women's
from
side.
originally?
That's where I'm living at the moment.
Right. Okay.
And
I grew up not far from there. That's what I
Really?
was asking.
oh, wow.
I grew up in Kenton, so Kingsbury's just further up. Yeah.
Is that posh?
No.
No.
No, I didn't think so. Yeah, no, I didn't think so.
Does it sound it?
No, Kenton. Hello, mate.
Harrow sounds posh.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not.
What was your position?
I was a winger.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have those at Old Trafford anymore, do we?
No, well,
don't
they're
have
certainly not
anything.
playing like it.
Yeah. Should we not do the football thing?
The women's team's pretty good though,
I like the
right? They're smashing it.
Listen, good luck to Spurs. That's all I want to say for the next season. So, how are you both? Sorry, we sound like you've already found out, but what is going on with SimKat at BBH at the moment? Can you tell us anything exciting? I have a flapjack. Oh. No, you've got a bit quiet. It's all a bit
I
like
don't
That's
know.
secret stuff.
yeah.
I think we didn't plan for 3 campaigns to come out in a week. That was completely coincidental.
Right.
So I think after that, which was a few weeks ago, beginning of September,
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
we felt the need to sleep
Yeah.
for a few days.
Downtime.
Yeah.
So that was Audi, Burger King,
And Monzo.
yeah, the Monzo. So we're going to talk about that. Got to stick to the order.
Yeah, that was completely accidental.
It was bit. I mean, it still is busy. I think that's the great thing about BBH is there's always great briefs knocking about, and if there aren't, like there's an appetite for proactive briefs to be happening. So I think that's what's really great about working in that building. There's like you're surrounded by great work. You're surrounded by great creatives who want to make great work. You're surrounded by like all the other departments are like exceptional at their job who want to make the great work happen as much.
Yeah, it
as
feels
we do.
really apparent at the moment. Definitely, last couple of years has been amazing. BBH.
Yeah, everyone's on our side.
Yeah.
Which is especially as like a barn team, ex-barn team. Like they're always rooting for us.
It must feel like you're sort of part of the fabric of the place by its nature.
Because you were down the corridor and now you're in main house.
I mean, Felipe started on the barn.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think we coined the phrase. He was the first ever placement person to become ECD.
Yeah.
Because then he's since used that. I reckon we.
Yeah.
It's a good headline.
Yeah, it's a good little soundbite. Oh shit! Right, sorry.
Right, so before we get into the work, we always do the billboard at the end of my street, which is sponsored for us by Super Optimal Design Intelligence for Out of Home. You must have a doozy for us, surely. Come on, what have we got?
Well, we found one good and one bad.
Yeah, good.
We've both done that.
This is what I saw this morning. So, Be the Problem, Under Armour, which I hardcore resonate with because, like, from playing a lot of sport, I always just want to be the antagonist. And
That's a good one.
Yeah, I love the idea in it.
It's uncommon,
think.
right?
Yeah, I really resonate with the idea, and I think not every out of home these days has an idea behind it. So
No, I agree.
It's a nice attitude, isn't it?
Brilliant,
Nice tone of
brilliant line.
voice.
Really.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that would test well through the platform as well, through Super Optimal.
Yeah, be the problem is such a great line.
It's
isn't
so
it?
good. It's so good.
it's so good, and like I could see it really like living for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And then there's next to it. There's a
Give us your other one then.
okay, it was a bit. I mean, we do have Tesco in the building in BBH, so obviously I'm a bit like biased to Tesco, but it's a Sainsbury's ad.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Two, the line is works every time. And look, don't get me wrong, I like the dress, but it's not going to set the world on fire.
It's funny, isn't it? Because fashion as advertising is of a certain ilk.
Yeah.
Sometimes the idea is there's no idea, just like showing the stuff.
Make it look nice.
But I think BBH has proven over the years you can still put an idea in it. But yeah, okay, cool.
Obviously, we use this to talk about the state of the out-of-home industry and the state of posters and billboards as we walk around town. Each of you give us your 30-second recap of what you're seeing at the moment and how you feel about it.
I think there's a massive drive to make out of home good, better than where it's been in the last, I don't know, I'd say in the last 5 years since we like were on Barn onwards, like there's been a huge like sort of gear shift. I think it just takes like a couple of good pieces of iconic out of home to sort of appear in the world, and then there's a desire of like, oh, that client bought that work, that's really brave, let's try and see if we can do that with our clients. And I know like BBH have definitely they've definitely stepped it up. Like they've got a legacy of out of home. It's amazing. Like we've got like all the iconic sort of ads hanging in the atrium of BBH, and it's kind of like wildly intimidating.
Actually,
as well
not
as,
that one, but it should be up there.
Which one?
Bobbington's.
Oh yeah. I mean that's up in the barn room actually.
Because they were predominantly press.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
There's a couple of posters in
Yeah,
there,
one or
six
two, yeah.
sheets, weren't there?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's also like it's a cheap medium. Like it's quick to get out. And I mean, this is like the classic Tony line is like, it's being poster simple. If you can do something in a poster, you can do it in any medium. So like we're big advocates of that.
Yeah, I think what I'm noticing is there's either like, and actually Sim's examples are really good there. There's like really, really oversimple or like really, really dense loads of messaging. Like I feel like
What do you reckon it's 50-50? Is it 10% good? Is it 20% good? What are you seeing?
that's a really good question.
Yeah.
I think because we live in London and we see so many like tube car panels and like so many, I would say we see a lot of the bad.
I think you see lots of functional stuff as well. That's
hard-hitting.
I think you're right. I think there's a high density of opportunity for out of home tube car panels, train car panels at the end of the carriages, and then 6 sheets and digital 6 sheets that you kind of you see so many messages a day that it can't all be good, right?
Yeah.
And but some of it's super functional because it's so cheap. So those tube car panels are so cheap as a medium.
I love those.
And sometimes they get treated like that. Because
they
cheap.
do. Yeah.
And that's part of the problem.
I'm sort of with you though, because like there's so. You have to sort of break it down a little bit because you're going, this is a cross track, so there's higher dwell time. I'm at a bus stop, so you can't. I think the old rule of 3 to 5 seconds maximum, that sort of does stand a bit, but then you have to be a bit more contextual.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sitting here and
how can I use the environment or a situation?
Yeah.
How can I prick the consciousness of the audience?
I mean, there was sorry, I just want to look at them because these. Whose are these?
Sims all these.
So we're just looking at your Virgin Media, and I spotted this morning before we started that campaign Big Shortlist has just come out, and this is
it was this morning, wasn't it?
This is shortlisted the Virgin Tail Fin, and I think it's fantastic. It's amazing.
You know what? So I saw those this morning as well, and I was just like, you know what? It's so nice to see that after British Airways iconic out of home, right? Now Virgin Atlantic. And then I was just like, love it, love it, love it, until I saw the second I saw the second logo, and I was like, I still love it, but I was like, you just need Virgin on the tailline.
It did make me laugh when you said that.
It's such a bad quality image that I actually couldn't see it, but that's quite good, right?
But yeah, that is an
Classic art director.
That's an ongoing
Always.
thing, isn't it? So
Dave Dye actually, when he saw some Economist ads about 10 years after he stopped doing it, re-art directed them and sent them to the client again. And love Dave. He was just like, you can't let it go.
love that, man.
Can't turn it off. That's interesting. Right, so now we're going to talk about. We could talk ages about the current situation. I'm sort of agreement. I think. Well, we think we've been doing it for a long time now, the show. And I think there was a period where it was a little bit of a lull, doing COVID, it was tough and all that. But I don't know. When Rick Brim was on the other day, he said it's still not enough, which we agree with.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're struggling at the moment. I think there's a lot of good work out there. Just looking at this list here of out of home, quite a lot of BBH. There's Burger King, Tesco. Then there's Kellogg's, the OG. There's Pampers with the Zs.
I think there's great stuff. I do think we are in a new golden era.
Yeah,
and
I think we are.
It doesn't stop the fact that there is still 75% of functional out of home sitting there, delivering stuff for clients, but not moving the dial on the creative. There's no idea behind it. It's the simple call to action.
And unfortunately, that's the really time intensive stuff.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. And it has a job to do, and it will go and do it. And I'm sure from an effectiveness perspective, and with Super Optimal sponsoring this segment, it's there to do a job.
Yeah.
Like it's got a brand message out there, or it's an offer, or and it's super functional and it's fine, it can stay there. But the stuff that elevates the market, the medium, and formats is the stuff it has a home in the idea and it's crafted to perfection for a message.
Yeah, and there was a creative director who used to be at BBH called Adam Newby, and he actually said this really, really profound thing to us where he was just like, we have a responsibility because we put this stuff out there in the
public space.
Being put. His point of view is being like positive with it. Like, if you're going to put this stuff out into the world, like you should try and make it better. Like,
well, it's like someone giving you this massive canvas. Well, it is. It's a massive canvas, and then if you do a great big turd on it, it's like that's not helping anyone, and it stinks the house out, doesn't it? Whereas if you create something beautiful like the Lucky General's Virgin thing, you go, and then people start taking photos of it, and then they share it, and then, but it is a reminder, isn't it? Like, don't stink the place out. We could talk for ages about it, but it's like, it's the medium that can't be skipped. It's there.
Yeah.
It's not like TV, you're going, I'll go in the kitchen, or if on your phone, you just get rid of it. And that's what's so important. Right. Anyway, your first billboard, there's a lot of food on this table.
Memories.
Tesco's, talk us through it.
The theme was definitely maximalism.
Right. I like that.
It's interesting because the way it kind of worked for us was like the TV sort of, they set out like the quality, how it should look, and then we carried it through for all of their offers. So this is meant to be more hard hitting.
It's a good line. Party all bite long.
I think that was the creative exercise that Katy embarked on, writing about 300 different lines that nodded to the products, but nodded also to like
I reckon when you wrote that, you went, yes.
Do you know what? That was so
Bit of dancing.
deep into it, wasn't it? We had
There's
it was
some
about a
better ones,
23-day shoot, and we were having PPMs for the next shoot whilst on the current shoot.
All part of the Christmas campaign.
Yeah. So by that point, but it was where it got really fun was the combinations of products and the requirement to link to all of them.
Did you have someone from the client saying, well, this has to, food-wise?
They would
those were set.
sort of tell us what had to be in the thing because they have partnerships with the brands that.
Yeah.
So it was trying to, so for example, we had Pepsi Max, alcohol, a side of beef.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, and it was how do we come up with a line that
I tell you what, I'm liking already. Take me to Donkey Town.
There's a lot of song references in there. There are some creative directors that we work with that can't stand a pun.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then there are some that are I
love a pun.
I love it.
We don't mind a pun if they're in retail, come on.
If it's appropriate.
Quick turnaround.
Yeah, exactly.
But, I mean, the Virgin thing, going back to that, it's just an iconic thing of beauty. You wouldn't really hold a pun up like that.
No.
But this is...
You know what? You'd be surprised how many people come on the show and we talk about the first billboard and they go, oh, they shudder. And they go, I can't believe I'm going to show you this. And it goes back to what we were saying with with the state of the market. This is good, though.
And this is good. This is good work, I'm telling you.
You can be proud of the first billboard. That's a good one.
Yeah, it was a production masterclass for us, being new to the industry.
Yeah.
Being on that many shoots. So we learned so much in that last 6 weeks of our first year.
So which Christmas was this?
That was Becoming More Christmas. So Will and Elliot with a team on it, where the people turned into the dad turned into the Christmas tree, and it was super fun. It was super fun.
That was the year after Barn. So
but I think because
2022.
22, yeah.
I've worked on a lot of retail, and I actually, as a writer, get a real kick of going, right, you got to do 50 headlines in an hour. You've got to write 2 radio ads before lunchtime. That's the mark of not someone leaning back with their quill going, what will this concept? But that's the real, and it's the same with art direction. You go, right, sort this out.
Yeah.
And I think once you've done it,
wait till you get to Monzo.
Okay, but I think once you've been at the hard, that's like the coalface a little bit. Retail, hard and fast. I think you then can handle quite a lot because you can write yourself out of trouble quite quickly.
Exactly, yeah.
Right. Anyway, we're going to go into the work now, and it's a timeline as usual. Sorry, Dan. So we can start as Barnardos.
When it's my turn to speak, I'm just going to jump around just to really fuck with you.
Let's go right back to the beginning.
Let's go to Burger King now.
So Barnardos in Ireland.
Yes.
Talk us through. So there was a film, which Dan and I watched last night. Very moving, very interesting, really nicely paced film. Did this work come before that or after that?
Yeah, this came before that.
Okay.
So the whole agency got briefed on this brief. It was a new idea platform for Barnardos Island. They loved the work that BBH used to make. They particularly referenced what was it? The one where the kid ages backwards. I forgot the name of it. That is really embarrassing. But all of the Nick Gill work.
Nick's stuff was amazing.
Yeah, incredible.
So we're we want that.
Yeah, and they just basically
be one of those.
Yeah, I mean that was literally the brief. They were like they want that, but how does it live?
I want some iconic work to hangs on the wall as well as out in the real world, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's fair from any client to say if they know they've produced great work before, it becomes part of the brief.
Yeah. And so there was all the pressure in the world.
Yeah.
And you know what? It was really nice. We got to work with the BBH Dublin office, and we came out. So this had to be sort of a slightly harder working fundraising thing. So it lived in print and out of home, where they needed to raise money quickly. And they were like, how do we isolate sort of the journey of Barnardos helping kids throughout their childhood? And this was an extremely low budget, and we ended up using a mix of traditional photography with 2 actors and actresses and AI, and we actually got these the actor and actress to perform or stage a set of emotions, whether they were angry, fearful, anxious, and those photographs were aged backwards using like a closed AI model to try and tell a story of like one of the children who work with Barnardos works with those kids, a story from their perspective. And it was like really heavy, to be honest.
But rooted in a real world story.
Yes.
For one of the children that have been helped.
So we spoke to a lot of Barnardos workers, and the I think what they wanted to get across is that they are there for the whole of your childhood through to adulthood, and that doesn't look like a linear process.
Yeah.
So they were really keen on showing that journey, but we have to protect children's identities. So that's why.
Yeah, because you couldn't use. Yeah, that's a real. You know that thing when you get a creative brief and you think, oh yeah, I know what I'll do. I'll do a real story, and I'll get. And you go, oh no. I mean, I suppose that's a great use of AI, right? Really smart.
Yeah.
You know, it's not come up with the idea, but it's enabled your idea to work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially for like, you know, these budgets are tiny that charities get to work with. So it was really nice to bring like a really beautiful idea to life. And Mark and Callum were some creatives that they were also on this.
So who, if I'm just pointing at, so there's a series of portraits of the person growing up. The actor there, the final
real
shot,
picture,
yeah.
did they obviously have to sign a thing saying, I'm okay for you to portray, you know, this?
Well, they would submit about 30 images from their childhood as well. that were
Okay,
fed
right.
into the model.
And they were okay with that?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's so funny,
So
this
they-
model. It felt like they were building it as we were using it.
Train the knowledge of the AI using the actors'
Childhood
Real
pictures.
childhood
Photos,
photos,
yeah.
and then use the AI to recreate
to prompt
a feeling.
it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Smart.
cool.
We were talking about this the other day when we were walking through the forest.
Yeah, we walk through the forest sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Which forest?
I lived down right
You know,
next
it's
to
out of the
forest, and
bag now.
It was Hugh's birthday last week.
21.
birthday.
Thank you very
Birthday.
much, 21.
And we went for a wander and we were talking about AI models and implementation.
In the forest, as you
that's
do.
what we do.
Yeah.
Dan's got,
Were you in an AI forest?
Dan's got a bunker where he takes me into. And he was actually incredibly generous. He bought me lunch, 3-course lunch. I'm feeling a little bit emotional still about that. But that's good.
But yeah, we were talking about how the implementation of AI in advertising for the purposes of storytelling is a fantastic opportunity for all creatives to embrace rather than to be scared of. And you know, it's not taking people's jobs, it can enable them as well.
It's a tool.
Yeah, it's
You
a tool.
just have to master it.
We use Photoshop,
Yeah,
we use
exactly.
we use Illustrator, we use, back in the day you would use a darkroom and a photographic expert to do some of that stuff.
Totally.
It's actually, you did the last bit on this. You said the thing. The skill is in how you address it, and how you describe it. So I won't show you at the moment, but I've been trying to do some visuals for our upcoming trip to New York. So we're going to go and do some pods in New York. And it's quite comedy what I've been getting back. And I've clearly not been saying clearly enough what I want. I'm going to just leave it there. Right. And so you won a Creative Circle Award for that, right?
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Indeed.
Right. Okay. Who's going to say this?
Fire safe Sari.
Very good.
You know what? I didn't think that was such a tongue twister until you guys
honestly.
It's because you're not an old man with false teeth. That's why.
Fire Safe Sari. Maybe it was last night. I was really tired. I was going, I'm going to mess that up. Well, a Fire Safe Sari is not a billboard, clearly, but this show is all about the outdoor and about creativity generally. So we love this sort of thing. Tell us about, briefly, why you did it and how you did it.
I think it got towards the end of the year. I think
Last year.
Yeah, and we were a little bit restless, and we wanted to do something, and so we were just looking at cultural events, and obviously Sim celebrates Diwali, and that was. But we sort of were just like, Sim had quite a nice backstory on how we got to this idea, actually.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It was one of those things where Tony was like, if you've got a creative idea, this is something he taught us, you know, a lot over the year when we were on Barn. So if you've got an idea, just make it. Just make it. It doesn't matter where it goes, just make it. And that's something that I think was really nice to grow in confidence with. And this was sort of a little bit of proof of that.
Yeah, carry on.
And there was well, I don't know, like it was a combination of research and then a story that my grandma was caught in a fire accident in India, and the fabric of her garment meant that the burns were worse. I mean, that's a bit of a dark story, but equally we found a stat that like the fire risk associated with particular garments around Diwali goes up threefold.
Really?
And then in the UK it's also the same because there's so many candles and so many fireworks. And we just, honestly, we got in a room one day and we were like, what can we do for that? What can we do for that? And it was like, what can we do for Diwali?
And then we came up with this idea and then we're like, crap. Diwali's in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, so if we're going to do this, we have to decide now. So we literally made the whole thing. We didn't even tell anyone because we didn't know if it was going to be a success.
Yeah, we thought it could have been really bad.
We sourced the materials, sourced the fire blankets. We carried a
9 foot
backdrop on the Elizabeth line that we called in every favour we could from production in BBH. So we carried it from the Elizabeth line to bring it to BBH. We asked one of our friends in production, Ron, if he would shoot it for us one day after work.
Wow.
Kashali, who's part of Sarah and Kashali, they're another barn team. We asked Kashali to model it for us.
Say.
So we shot it like 2 days before Diwali, after work from like 5 p.m. in a meeting room, retouched the images, and then we sort of we put it out, and then Helen and Felipe sort of saw it and were like, guys, what's this?
Right. Where did you get it? Where did you get it out? Where was it? Where did you publish?
No, we didn't. It didn't get published.
We should put it on our social.
Put it
on your social.
Yeah, that's
So
literally
at
it.
what point did you get Helen and Felipe involved at the end?
After we'd posted on our
we put it on,
Instagram.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
We didn't even just think to like mention it to anyone.
No.
We just were so rushed for time. We thought,
Let's just get it out. Yeah.
It doesn't look like it. Looks really like considered and like really polished. Nicely done.
there's a lot of staples in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but does that just come from your maker mentality from Tony and the barn and just get it done, get it made? If you've got an idea, get it made.
Yeah.
We've been quite non-traditional and we loved physically making things on barn. So this is very us.
It's brilliant. I remember Graham Wood. So Graham Wood was part of a collective called Tomato and they were very cool. And he joined JWT and he said, it's imperative you do this because if you have downtime or, you just need to flex your creative muscles, you do it.
Yeah.
Because then clients come to you for you to be creative. So how do you know how to be creative unless you're making things, And I think that's crucial. So, and, more power to you. It's brilliant.
It's really nice to just be like, also like we're the clients in this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like it's just nice to just make decisions without needing to consult. Like we just consult each other, be like yes, no, and it's really lovely.
I actually remember Graham saying another thing. He said, "It's a train. Just drive the train until someone tries to stop you."
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty good. It's like get on board, You can't do that with all your clients, obviously. Right, we're going to move on. Audi. Who wants to pick this one up?
Oh gosh, we do love a tactical.
So
But
everyone's...
you know what? We've talked about this before as well, the tactical side of out of home. One of the great things is you've got an audience who are tuned to cultural events. Diwali is a great one. There's a moment in time and people are talking about it. It's going to be appropriate for people. You make ads that resonate with them. People remember.
Yeah.
And it can be anything. It can be the races. It can be Ascot. It can be the World Cup. It could be, what was it on the weekend? The Women's World Cup at Twickenham.
Yeah.
There was loads of fantastic tactical work out around southwest London.
Yeah.
It was brilliant.
We
And
have
it's
a
lovely
soft
to
spot
see
in
it.
our hearts for tacticals because they helped us get our job really at BBH because we sent Helen Rhodes, the ECD at the time, we sent her a tactical every single day for 3 months at the end
Oh my God.
of our course to show her how keen we were.
On any client?
just on
Anything
on
we wanted.
anything.
Brilliant.
Like we just see what the news was for the day. We try and send it by 10 a.m. in the morning. Honestly, they varied in success.
That's all right.
Have you still got them somewhere?
We do.
We do, yeah.
Can we put some on the feed?
Yeah,
you
you
want.
can.
Yeah.
You can choose the shit ones and the.
No, you
ones
choose your
and
best
You
couple
choose
and then
it.
we'll
That'd
put
be
them
a
on.
really interesting
Yeah.
thing because I think
It's a good tip for people, right? It's like
Yeah,
if
for
you-
listeners.
We
Get
put
it
them
made.
on our Twitter to our 7 followers.
Yeah.
Didn't I remember? Any decent creator should do it anyway. But I remember Oreo. This is now
Yes.
going back.
Yeah, they're
Do you remember?
everyday
Yeah,
They did
yeah.
the everyday
that
thing.
was.
Yeah.
It was so.
And that was
so
like-
good.
So good. So we actually did one of those for one of the days.
Yeah, we did.
That's quite
That
funny.
one in, yeah.
But then it proves you can do it, and it keeps you agile. I suppose it's
Yeah.
it's a different way to thinking because if you have an established brand which has its identity,
Yeah.
like then you go, oh, it's not saying it's easier, but if you know what Marmite about, oh yeah, and I know Audi, and you go, right, no, do it for something else. That's harder, isn't it? Because they haven't invested in advertising.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it helped keep us simple and not overthink and
Yeah.
just get something out and train the habit to keep an eye on the news and things like that.
And that takes you nicely into this brief as well.
Yeah.
So the Audi, I think the Audi races, we love this. So it's the day where it's around Ascot, and it's a poster where the car has just been brilliantly cropped. So there's the hat's coming out. Now, one of them's called a Fascinator, yes. Yeah. Fire safe, fascinating. And the other one's obviously a top hat.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about it. How did you come up with it? Was it a quickie, or did you have loads of ideas, or
Quite a few.
Yeah, I think I think overall, I think Katy and I like to we kind of see what sticks first. Like we go everywhere, and then naturally, like we work out. Okay, that one does work. That one doesn't work. That needs a message. That doesn't. And I think what's really, I mean, there's such a huge legacy of Audi out of home and print that we were sort of like. We were looking at and we were like, oh God, how do we do this? How do we make something that's like iconic around Ascot with a car? And they've previously done one which was for Quattro, and it was just like the four legs of a horse, and it was like the original Quattro, the Polo.
That's good.
Oh, so good.
Oh,
It was so good. And yeah, so we had loads of stim. Let's put it like that.
And when you do that, are you're in terms of your process as a partnership, are you sketching stuff out, put it on the wall and see what sticks, or is it a Google Doc? What's your...
Yeah, it's always something we both can just dump. We need so much to dump.
Right,
We need chaos to start off with.
It is absolutely.
And then it reaches a point where we're like, okay, too much chaos. Sort this out.
Yeah, sort the chaos out.
Yeah.
So, but was it an official? Sorry to jump back in. Is it official brief? Audi are sponsoring these three things, or were they all proactive pieces from you two?
So these ones actually were a brief.
Right.
But it was more like they weren't official sponsors, which is why you don't see the word Ascot on there.
It's sort of better.
So and I think our other ones as well, they're not official sponsors, but it isn't somewhere where they can show up that fits their brand. So how can we like capitalize on that without linking to them? So that was another challenge. It's like, how do you hint at the thing without getting in trouble?
There's the brilliant Tango ad from years back where it says a drink that will be consumed during the Euros. It's like,
Nike were masters at it as well, weren't they? When they wouldn't sponsor a World Cup, but they would talk about their athletes at a World Cup. It's just
it's a bit of a curse in a way sometimes. So it's the sunroof, right?
Yeah.
It's the hat coming out, and then in this instance, it's the woman's driving and the man's next to her, right?
Yeah, it is that way around, actually. Yeah,
we didn't think of it that too hard.
Did you try any other hats? Did you do that? Oh, what about a pink one? What about a red one? What about a blue one?
That is a combination of like 7 different hats.
Oh God, I can just imagine it.
And
I can just imagine.
Honestly, like, we went on a journey.
You can probably picture the car going up and down,
and up and down, and more car, less car, more car, less car.
Yeah, because there's that thing about cropping, isn't it? If you look at that, I bet you. Oh, the old, a bit up at the minute.
And was this like all classic tacticals? Was it last minute in the run up to Ascot, or was it planned out months in advance?
This one we had a little bit more time, I feel.
Yeah, we had a bit of time, like I'd say like 6 weeks or so, where we sort of looked at a range of events. And this was one of them that came out top of like, it would be nice for Audi to show up at this moment.
The cropping reminds me of the prostate work TBWA in Manchester did, whereby if you crop the elbow, because the elbows to look like a man's bottom, and if you got it certain cropping, it would be like, oh no, that doesn't work. And but not likening your work to bottoms, but how did you get to a sweet spot where someone went, stop cropping now? Like, who was it? Felipe? Was he?
It was Uche.
Right, Uche. Right,
Uche. He's
very good.
He's so great.
It's
you know what? We just had a go, and it sort of the scamp was pretty much that.
I think on the Wimbledon one.
Oh no! Look at that. Honestly.
There you go. Beautiful segue.
She saw me looking at the clock. Katie's like, he just looked away from her.
Yeah. She's like that. Count person, see?
I've missed many a meeting when Katie hasn't been here.
So Uche was very helpful with the size of these balls.
Okay.
Because as you can probably imagine, we went big, we went small.
Seriously, yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose you never think about it because they could have been. Oh, please tell me, did you have lots of versions?
Yeah, there's so
God,
many.
yeah, so many versions.
How many?
I could probably show you on my phone. There's so many.
Keep going, Katy.
So there was a time when they were smaller, and he was like, they still need a presence on the page.
Right.
They still need to feel like they belong there and that they command it.
Insert balls joke here. Size of balls joke, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm being
We
so
would
good
never
to
do
go
that.
around it.
Yeah, to be honest,
Dragging me down.
there's an open goal here for quite a lot of people, but we're going to rise above it.
And too big is not Audi's. Audi is not. They're not show
Boasty,
Yeah,
right?
they're not boasty. They're quite like classy with it. So the perfect balance that Uche definitely helped us find.
And did you? We were in. Dan and I were talking about this, and whether did you do any others? Because that's the.
Oh yes, we did. We had one that almost happened, but then we legally it got binned.
Because again, we'd love to know because that is a classic. It works, balls. It's the Audi rings, but you go okay. But what else did they do on Wimbledon? Was there another?
Yeah.
Whether you're allowed to show us or not, I don't know. We'll talk about it.
I don't know if we are.
Don't.
But yeah, there was probably one that we were equally loving. But it just got caught. It got caught in the legal line wire somewhere.
But it literally died like 2 days before we were going out. Something ridiculous. So this was very much like
Was this your bank?
quick turnaround.
So you had that already though.
Yeah.
To a degree, yeah.
And was it a shot or was it an illustration? The shot. It's a photograph.
Yeah, photograph of the ball, and then it was sort of retouched.
Right, moving on from the balls. This is called. Sorry, there is actually a name for this.
Engine Symphony.
Audi Engine
Symphony.
Symphony. Yeah, love that. Well, tell us about this because we were saying we loved it. This is such an unusual thing. It's so cool. So
again, around the proms, right? So you've got
Audi Proms. Yeah. So this
is our tactical section.
Yeah, tactical. And this is actually your most recent piece, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
This we were trying to do while we were on shoot for Burger King.
oh, really? So again, was this someone going, "Hey, the proms are coming up, do it," or are you going, "Proms are coming up, we should do it"? You know what I mean? Was it?
It was. I think this one was maybe they should show up at proms. So it was an idea of it. It was a brief of like Q3. What events are there? Yeah.
Right.
There's no like massive pressure like we must go out because again they're not sponsoring proms, so can't mention proms.
But this was all around the Royal Albert Hall, right?
Yeah.
Which is really clever.
Yeah. It was so wicked to work with Howell, who's part of Black Sheep Music, and a composer called Ben Parry. It was so cool. Like we were just like, is this possible? Can you actually turn the
noise?
Yeah, the sound of.
So it's the revving of the car.
Yeah,
going up in gears.
Translated into the.
Yeah, it was essentially
wanted
0
to-
to 60, wasn't it?
Yeah, so we wanted to call it like 0 to 60 or acceleration, but legally
Yeah.
you can't do that. But we were very concerned. Like these are real people who walk past this will read music.
Yeah.
Like it actually has to be real if someone tries it. Otherwise, we're going to look very silly.
Did the idea start? Because the idea that's one of those brilliant ideas. You're going right. What would that? That's quite a nice idea to start. Place to start from. Did you once you got there? Were you like right? Don't do anything else. Were you like this is the thing?
Pretty much.
We did stick on this for a really long time.
Yeah.
We tried some other stuff and it didn't. It actually didn't make any sense. So this one was the one that stuck. It manifested in a lot of ways actually, because we had like ones that were a bit more punny that weren't doing like an idea as much, and this one was like, Uch and Felipe were both like, nah, this is the one that we should be going for. So
how does the process work? You go to Uche first.
Yeah.
How do you say? Is that the way to say it?
Yeah. He's a CD on Audi, so he's like
right.
He's made so much cool stuff with them. And we get briefed on him, we consult with him, and then once there's a feeling of like something will work or not, and then it gets shared.
Have you entered it for the awards, the prom stuff? Is it? I suppose it's only just happened,
just come
right?
out. Yeah, we will hopefully.
No, all the Audi stuff is great. I love the singing one at the moment. The choral piece is very funny.
Oh, that was done by
it.
Lawrence and Luke, who are amazing.
Yeah, no, Audi's definitely. I think Alex put a thing on LinkedIn the other day. It was quite a good pun about Audi's back in fashion, but it was because it was the fashion ad.
Yeah,
definitely.
The first lot of tacticals, I think, really gave them trust with us, and now they're excited to do more. I think.
Are they going to give you some
role.
big TV next?
That's the dream.
Hopefully. I mean, it'd be really, really, really
Hopefully.
cool.
Are you listening?
If you hear this.
I mean, it's
This is how people come on and pitch for the work, right? That's how it happens. Yeah. I'm thinking Bahamas.
We open on a beach.
Yeah, we can do that in a green screen. Yeah.
Well, it's really funny that you said that. So Katie and I have twice written a beach into a script, and we ended up rebuilding a beach in a studio.
Yeah, on a volumetric screen. Brilliant.
Disgraceful.
Thanks.
That'll teach you. Right, we're going to go and have a burger now.
An arch nemesis.
Now, this was proactive.
Yeah.
This was said in a client meeting at like 5 p.m. on a Thursday. The client mentioned about, just in passing, about doing something with the big arch. Like, I really would love to go up against it. So we like messaged Lawrence, who was our CD on it, like at like 7 p.m. because we like kind of forgot it because it was not what the meeting was about. Like, Lawrence, do you think we should do something about that? He was like, yes, mock up now. And so we mocked it up at like 10 p.m. on the Thursday. And because the accounts were like, oh, we should get it out for like Monday because it's like the arch, big arch had been out for a week already. We didn't know how long it was going to be. Eventually it got delayed to like the following Thursday, but it was very much like, the clients just mentioned something quickly. Let's do so. Let's see what we can do. Yeah,
get it designed, get it printed, get it distributed.
Totally. We got a van because that was the quickest way to do it. We found the sites, and then on the Thursday on the morning, we went down with our phones and took a video of it, like reversing to cover it. It was like literally no money, just and we didn't think like they'd use our video. Like it's just my phone.
It's
like,
I shot an iPhone. There you go.
the first
exactly.
video you could hit it. Before we got rid of the sound, it was like me going more.
It's so funny.
Beep, beep,
There was a comment of someone being like, saw this morning, like on BK socials, and the video that the woman had posted was Katy like telling the truck to back up.
It's so embarrassing. This is in this picture here is in Kilburn.
Is it just one site you did?
No, we went around all different sites
Oh, you
the
drove
whole
around?
morning. Yeah, drove around. I had to follow the van because there wasn't enough seats in the van. But
my
then we
gosh.
ended in Oxford, Regent Street, Oxford Street, one of them where you can't park. But they were like, park, we'll just pay the fine.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, fair enough.
It is one of the things I'm loving about that kind of the mobile media and the mobile billboards, the ability to be tactical and agile with it, and you just go and dump somewhere and it's it just turns an out of home stunt into something that you can PR. It's, again, I just had a coffee with an old friend of mine who's now at Saatchi's, and he said the great thing about out of home, he also does barbecue stuff in his spare time. He smokes
Love that
massive
for him.
joints of meat, but he said he's been looking at the algorithm for what he posts on his barbecue site on Instagram.
Yeah.
And beef brisket pushes him up the algorithm, right? He likened out of home, especially on social posts, to his beef brisket because he goes, if you get out of home on a plan and you do something tactical and you use something that generates PR, it just elevates your campaign even further.
Yeah.
And he's a very smart guy, but he said out of home is the beef brisket of my barbecue
beautiful.
world.
That is beautiful.
I think that should
Should
be
put
our
that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Out
Is
of
that our
home's the
new
beef
headline?
brisket. I'm going to get that for our Christmas t-shirts.
Get him on, get
Well
him
done, Ollie Richards,
firing up.
Yeah.
I do
Right.
think for something like this, though, you need the whole team to be like completely on it.
Yeah.
And the client was amazing. Like you just need everyone to be like, yes, we're all doing this. We're going to do whatever it takes.
And Burger King seemed like the kind of brand who loved doing that kind of disruptive.
Yeah.
They like
Yeah.
to be they like to poke fun, poke the arch.
Provocateur.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very apparent the last few years, isn't it? Burger
Yeah.
King, there was some,
The Whopper on the bus.
Yeah,
stuff like
exactly,
that. And the
yeah.
bundles of joy, that's been shortlisted as well.
Provocative,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like a lot of trust, I think, like, but
Yeah.
with the CD.
Yeah, they're great. They're
The
great
tone
clients,
is great. So we're going to stick with Burger King for a bit, and they're having a little go here at Gordon Ramsay. Don't know if that's wise.
He didn't mind.
Did he not? So again, so this obviously, it's just like kind of slightly random non-use of a celebrity. How did he respond to that? I mean, obviously he likes sending himself up, I presume.
He was great. I mean, it was like, I think Burger King sort of came to us and were like, okay, we've got this new burger, Wagyu burger, and we've got Gordon Ramsay.
Right.
Go forth.
So did they sign him up and say, you got to use him?
Yeah.
Sort of.
More or less.
Yeah, because sometimes I was curious about that.
We did. Yeah, we didn't. He was very much told like they told us.
It fits, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a premium quality burger, but yeah, you still got to use him somehow, haven't you?
Yeah.
It's a classic way of using him.
Yeah.
And we don't want it to be a classic celebrity partnership because I think a lot of people these days are quite sensitive to that and will be like,
what was he like? Did you?
Oh, he's great on set. He's great on set. Like he's primed to be in front of a camera.
Yeah.
He does his thing really well, doesn't he? So.
Yeah, and he was very much like, feedback, give me feedback, because if you don't give me feedback, I'm just going to do it again. He's like, give me feedback.
I think he kept the energy of the whole set going for the 8 hours, 12 hours that he was there. Honestly, like that. He was also training for an Ironman that was like 3 days later. So there's a reason why he owns 15 Ferraris or something like that.
Yeah.
I've never worked with him, but he reminds me of the kind of he's the Jeremy Clarkson of the food world because he plays the character of himself.
Yeah,
Like,
he does, yeah.
I am the name, and I will play that character because I know what sells. In this case, burgers, but I know what sells the Gordon Ramsay name.
Absolutely.
I always feel sorry now. You know when you're flicking through the channels and it goes, there's some absolute shithole in America where it's clearly just a dive. Yeah. I think, and the woman's
Goes
just
in there, rubbish is
and I'm going, but the poor old lady, she just wants to make that gravy. What are you doing? And it's just really beasting it. It's like, oh God. It was funny a while back, and now it's just like, anyway.
No, it's just
I still like it.
really, isn't it?
I still like it though.
Yeah, no, it's
Still kind of like,
So we're going to move on because we like that, but we're going to talk about Monzo. This is the last piece. And we hadn't seen this. Is it quite recent?
Yeah.
It is.
It was in the same week.
Same week as...
Oh my God.
You like to make it easy for yourself, right? We're going to launch
so
3 campaigns.
accidental. If you want to talk about copywriting challenges, this we wrote around 4,000 titles over about
So tell
5 weeks.
Tell us what it is, because I don't think many listeners will know. It's a bookshop, is that right?
Well, so Monzo are releasing this book called The Book of Money, it's trying to talk to people who would never normally read a book about money.
Right. Okay.
So our idea was there are because I personally, I would never read a book about money. I don't know about you, Sam. Probably wouldn't either. So, but I would want money, and I would definitely want to get better at money if it would get me certain things. Everyone has a different reason as to why they'd want to be better with money, and so we thought we'd put that on the cover. So we wrote the thousands of different reasons why you'd want to read a book about money, like the book of moving out of my parents' house, or like the book of retiring by the beach.
The book of fuck it, let's get a cab.
Oh yeah.
I mean, when you're feeling a bit...
Bit flush.
Yeah, exactly.
So then in order to launch this, created a bookshop called The Book Nook, and it was filled with how many? Like 3,500?
Yeah, 3,500 books, all different titles.
So did you write all the titles?
Yeah.
We did indeed.
Oh,
and
brilliant.
we had to go through
amazing.
like the people who wrote the book obviously had to approve them. So who were guys at Monzo. So it was a lot of late nights.
It was
wait a
a
minute.
journey. It was a journey.
You're writing the front cover, but for the same book.
Yep.
So it was like the book of...
Got it.
And then reason why, like exchange word money, because it was called the Book of Money.
It's such a brilliant idea.
No AI, all handwritten, 3,500.
I think there was some inspiration.
Yeah, it's like using AI as a tool to help us get to the topics, because we're writing for a load of different ages, different life stages. So it's a lot of it's just using it as a tool to help it. And then we had like at the bookshop performative readers.
Yeah.
So people around London holding the book and holding either a prop or standing near a place that is relevant to their title.
So this one says the book of not being tempted by sales, and then she's holding head to 59 Greek Street now for your free copies. It's really
it's direct people to the bookshop, and you could go in and you could do a quiz and try and get your own personalised cover.
Oh, nice.
Yes, everyone got to walk away with theirs.
So Monzo was uncommon.
Yes,
is that right?
They were.
Yeah.
So what's weird? I think this is, and I think hopefully you take this as a compliment. I think it's as good as, because the uncommon work we really liked is really out there. But then this is also out there, but in a different way, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's just mad that like a bank wrote a book. Firstly, so that's like that was a cool
They're another
opportunity.
disruptive brand,
yeah,
right?
They
love to poke fun at the traditional financial institutions.
Yeah.
I think they're great. I think they're great clients. Like they've got an appetite to do disruptive work.
Like a bank talking like this, like the book of getting
it a
the
bit
keys
like-
to my own place. Like it's so it's so like
It's not quite the same, but like Paddy Power of gambling. They look like they're a bit of an outlier, like you say, a bit they're just mixing it up.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they've got great awareness, haven't they? Both my
do.
kids.
They do, yeah.
Both my kids have got Monzo, and isn't there a fact like you virtually never change your bank account once you've got it? My wife has still got her bank account from Leeds University.
Wow.
That's a low. Not knocking her. She's not that old. But,
21.
yeah. But yeah, 21. But yeah, it's a thing once you get people, isn't it? Anyway,
Totally.
we can now turn to your favourite billboards. Thank you for that. That's one of the
Incredible
most amazing
work,
pieces of work. Billboards. We got. Oh my word.
Oh, well, we put loads in.
We put loads in.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
No,
like
you got to choose one.
What an
You have to choose one
impossible
each.
question.
You go one
Impossible.
each. One. It's like that's
You
what we
can-
said.
you can
Like me
briefly
choosing
talk
my
to
favourite child.
I want
Like,
to group two.
Okay.
Go on in.
You go. Okay, fine. Okay, so there's, I mean, in the plethora of like being in BBH, firstly, choosing a favourite billboard, impossible.
Yeah.
yeah, who can you offend by not choosing theirs?
Yeah. But I mean, there's too many, but like, I think being asked this question at the stage of my life that I'm at the moment, I had to pick. I have stupidly signed up to do a run, which I'm not very good at.
Right. Good.
And
A half marathon for charity. Please donate.
Yeah.
Very good. Nice.
Send us,
Shameless
send us the link. We'll put it on the description. Get your Just Giving page out there. Go on.
it's so like these have always stuck out to us, and so this is the classic Adidas, just the signpost, just the car. And Dave Dye came in when we were on Barn, and like honestly lit our like souls on fire. Like was just perfectly timed meeting of this like legend in the industry, and he gave us a little like exercise. He actually was a little bit of the inspiration behind our like tactical a day to Helen, because he spoke about how he sort of linked up with this, I think it was either an Italian coffee shop or a deli, where he wrote a chalkboard
That's right.
thing every single day. And we like, honestly, we were like salivating at the thought of like being able to write something new every day. So I think that was really nice. And then just quickly on to the next one, which is this like Run London.
More running stuff,
Yeah,
obviously.
exactly.
It's
It
on
just
your
stuck
mind.
in our head. This is a craft exercise that Tony actually set us, where he was just like, write the next one of July. So it was like April's a Cynic.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful writing. It's so
it's really nice.
insightful.
So it's for Run London, and it's the long copy about seeing a month as a type of runner.
It was the build up to Run London, wasn't it? So it's like the training for if you were training for a half marathon.
I mean, currently I don't know where I sit in that, but like,
Okay.
yeah.
That is two great choices. Another one?
I mean, there's loads here. I think if you're going to maybe pick one, I'll pick the last one on there.
You can mention these. Come on.
Okay. Well, it's just more about tough.
Yeah, I mean, all the Volkswagen.
It's just funny, isn't it?
It's brilliant.
Like, it's hilarious.
And the more you look at it, the more you see as well, which is a great one. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, we had Jeremy on talking about this.
It's so good.
Yeah. And the Dixons ones, they were so clever. Like, just subtly taking a dig. I mean, you can see from our booking work, we don't mind starting an argument. So these ones.
These were Graham Fink.
Yeah.
And then Lego.
Oh, it's just iconic visuals, isn't it?
So this is the reflection. This is the shadow of the brick of the Lego.
I mean, all I'm getting from that is imagination, which is exactly what I should be getting.
Yeah. And last, is it?
Oh, these are just some great writing.
Before
that we find
TV,
really funny.
2 World Wars. After TV, 0. ABC Network.
Iconic.
Paul Pateman talked about these, didn't he, the other day? They are really good.
It's so good.
So one more. How's this?
She's just a friend.
Ricola. I've never seen this before. I really like this.
Oh,
Yeah.
so good. There's a few of them.
Yeah.
I think they're brilliant.
Must
And then
have
the
looked
last one is this De Beers one, which I just find so funny. It's appease the goddess and she might let you live another year to get her a diamond.
Kate's living this dream right now.
I just find it so brilliant. I love tones like this.
Yeah. It's very, very nice writing.
It's so good. I hard relate. So hard relate.
Yeah. Okay. On that bombshell.
If my wife can hear this,
I'm sure he won't listen. But I think my wife, I don't know about your wife, Dan, 100 episodes nearly, still not listened to an episode.
my
Apart
wife
from
hasn't listened to
probably about the second one when she said, "Why you sound fucking weird. You sound like you're having a heart attack." And I said, "Oh, thanks, honey. Thanks for supporting my side hustle." Fuck's sake. Anyway, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for coming in.
thanks for having us. All I need to do is get on the rest of history. I can die.
Oh,
It's probably
this is
recorded here.
brilliant.
Actually, we can probably put a word in for
if you wouldn't
with
mind.
Joe or
It's so nice. Like honestly, before we started Barn, Tony wrote us this email, all in caps lock, saying know your legends and know your stuff. And one of them was just like read the stuff from the loft. listened to Behind the Billboard.
Aww.
And like it
That's
honestly,
very
like
kind.
it's so cool to be here. So
Well, no,
Thanks for coming on.
deserving.
Look, the show only exists because of the guests that we get on. So you guys are welcome to come back anytime.
Come back anytime.
Or for a walk in the forest.
Or for a walk in the forest. You can walk in the forest.
Exactly.
Might need to buy one more mic. But we're good.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
so much.
Cheers. Great session.
That was a great session,
That was a
wasn't
really good session.
They are just
smashing it, aren't
Such
they?
a great team, yeah. And really super charming and kind of like savvy and fun to
I
be
love
with.
the fact
and-
that they both had other jobs before advertising as well. I think that actually in our world, it gives you a different take on everything that you create. I think it's really nice.
I think you kind of feel like you need to, that you push yourself a bit harder, because I was a, I know you can't believe this, I was a qualified quantity surveyor from college. Yeah. Anyway, so I think like actually Sim was an architect, right?
Yeah.
Was a creative industry, but I think she's chosen the right path.
Yeah,
And
I mean, you can tell through the work that they're producing. It's brilliant.
Katie's
It's really good.
ex-account person. So yeah, great. Thank you for coming on, guys. Bringing your.
It's just a great lesson as well, I think, from them. If you recap everything, it's like go make it happen. If you go make it happen, it will happen for you.
Yeah.
And from a career perspective, they're on an incredible trajectory.
It's that thing you only learn by doing.
Yeah.
And if you learn how to do it, then you go, oh, that wasn't so hard. It's a bit like us doing a podcast.
Yeah, that's it, right?
Learning every day.
I saw you posted Ooh, That's Nice yesterday.
Yeah. So
Ooh, That's Nice is sponsored by View to Fill, the video and photography experts for Out of Home.
and it's becoming more and more busy. Ooh, that's nice. Getting so much feedback.
It's great to have people sending stuff in as well, and for View to Fill to be sending us over some great imagery of campaigns.
It's a really rich sort of social thing. People like talking about it. So yeah, it's what we looked at recently. There was the thing for Specsavers was Down Under, which is mad. That was John and Bertie.
Was
by
it?
the way. Yeah, I didn't know that. They
delivering stuff for Down Under as well.
Yeah, I think because Specs is so big, they didn't get properly credited. But yeah, we put that right. There was stuff from Lucky Generals, had something in America for The Guardian, USA, and then over here, George Asda. Lucky seemed to be smashing it. I just spotted, I think I mentioned earlier on the campaign Big, the Virgin tail fin has been shortlisted for Out of Home, which is
so it should.
Yeah, in Lucky's, I think they've won like every pitch they've done, like 12 in a row.
Yeah,
remember we
good,
had Shelley Schmoller on. She's now the ECD there. So Ooh, That's Nice is very rich, and we keep going. So thank you very much for you to Phil for backing us and helping us with your resource on that.
Listen, we need to say a few words and thank yous. Obviously, Soho Radio here.
Yeah, Joe. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, thank you, Joe, and Rachel and Adrian team. We need to say thanks to Gaz Music for our music.
Yeah,
it's brilliant, and also to our other sponsors.
Hey mate, do you know what I really love about Outdoor? Is that I think Hegarty's actually said it as well, but you can't swipe it, you can't skip it. It's there, and when it's done well, the impact, it just speaks for itself. It's like, it's unavoidable.
Yeah, and Bauer Media get that. Bauer Media Outdoor get that. Sure, they've got the scale. They've got 33,000 sites across the UK, but it's a lot. But what's great is how they can actually help brands utilise the space properly. Yeah.
And I think I'm right in saying they've got tons of advice on how to craft powerful posters, making sure your designs are not just seen but remembered. There's the 4 S's thing, which I think is brilliant.
I mean, that's why we're so lucky that they sponsor this episode of Behind the Billboard. So, get in touch with Bauer Media Outdoor if you want help with your powerful posters. They are one of the UK's largest out-of-home media owners. The billboard at the end of my street is brought to you by Super Optimal, design intelligence for out of home. Super Optimal delivers simple, machine-driven analysis and actionable insights for reviewing and improving out-of-home ad design. Designers and media teams can quickly analyze billboard and poster designs, gain optimization feedback, and deliver out-of-home design that is fit for purpose. Test and learn. Make informed design decisions and elevate your out-of-home campaigns at superoptimal.ai.
Ooh, That's Nice is brought to you by View to Fill, the out-of-home campaign photography and video experts. View to Fill have spent a decade mastering the art of out-of-home campaign capture. They know how these campaigns run: adaptive display schedules, dynamic creatives, and high expectations. That's why brands trust them to deliver stunning photography and next-level videography. From drones to time-lapse and motion capture, View to Fill turn your campaign into powerful content that lives far beyond the humble billboard. Because out-of-home campaigns are not just about being seen, it's about being remembered and creating a legacy. Want to future-proof your next campaign? Visit View to Fill to capture the essence of your campaign. Our music is sponsored by Gas Music, delivering sound, music, and magic.
What else we got coming up? We've got some great guests coming in, and we're going on tour again.
Yeah, no, we've got more guests coming up, and then we've got Hegarty coming up.
Yeah,
we've got 100th episode. We're going to go to New York.
Yeah, we've got so much to do.
I'm going to have a lie down.
Better get on with it.
I'm going to have a lie down now.
I've got to go and send some emails.
Take care, everyone. See you next time.